Young Thug is a 5-star general of another gang.
Wait, whoa.
Not just YSL. Text messages from YMW Melly's trial revealed this shocking news.
This has got bad news written all over it.
Is Thug in even more trouble now? Watch until the end for all the details. There are a handful of famous rappers currently on trial, but just because you know the face doesn't mean you have all the details. It seems each week something new crazy happens during the trial of Jeffrey Lamar Williams v. the state of Georgia that gives the public just a bit more insight into YSL's operations. However, this time, it was actually YMW Melly's double murder case that drew more attention towards the Atlanta gangster.
What are you talking about?
Though there has been less excitement, YMW Melly's case has been equally as bizarre as Thug's. Just the other day, a man in a full ski mask took the stand. The judge allowed it after Detective Danny Polo explained the nature of his undercover work was extraordinarily perilous, and showing his face was simply too high a risk.
They're currently a critical threat on your land.
Yes.
In terms of is there an amount of money assigned to the death of you that has been offered up?
Approximately $50,000.
Then, Detective Polo proceeded to provide text messages for the court, some of which implicated Young Thug. According to this evidence, not only is Young Thug the leader of Young Slime Life, but he's also a 5-star general in Sex Money Murder, an East Coast operation of the Blood Street Gang. The message showed a 2018 conversation between two GBK gang members, Goon and Herc, and their connection, Young Sack Chaser Howard. The first text comes from Herc, who asks, "Yo, beloved, what set is Young Thug pushing now?" Without missing a beat, Young Sack Chaser Howard shot back 2 sinister messages. Still the same set, he wrote, "Murder." It's unclear what follow-up question Goon and Herc asked next, something about Young Thug releasing a mixtape and possibly recording in Inglewood. But prosecutors were primarily interested in the subsequent response. Yeah, that boy 5th floor. The team prosecuting YMW Melly asked Detective Polo what this phrase meant, to which he had a sharp response.
The 5th floor. What does that mean?
Fifth floor is referring to the ranking system. As I described previously, call him a 5th floor, call him a 5-star general. It depends on what the set wants to use as their title, but it's consistently 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, low, high, Godfather, head.
But Young Thug wasn't the only rapper thrown under the bus during YMW Melly's double murder trial. Quando Rondo, Jay Green, Boozy Badass, and French Montana were all mentioned in some suspicious capacity. Shortly after asking which set Thugger was pushing, the same message stated that Quando Rondo's lame hated, roping him into gang activity. Later in the trial, shortly after he was asked to remove his ski mask, Detective Polo claimed that Jules Santana was an active participant in the Bloods. And Polo clearly likes to name drop, as he tied French Montana into similar crimes, but refused to acknowledge any gang affiliation. Ultimately though, attention was drawn back to the main focus of the trial, YMW Melly. Detective Polo had all the details about YMW Melly, including the fact that the mixed personalities creator had been recruited by 2 different G-Shine Blood Gang members based on text message conversations of Gino and her. It was his association with the Bloods that motivated the cold-blooded murder of Melly's 2 close friends, Christopher YMW Juvie Thomas Jr. and Anthony YMW Sack Chaser Williams. But anyone who listened to the hit song Murder on My Mind is familiar with that story. But what even the hardest core of fans won't know is a GBK gang member named Good consoled YMW Melly just hours after the murder.
I'll be damned.
Sending him a text that read, "You straight? I just heard what happened last night." It's pretty damning evidence that won't help YMW Melly in his fight against life imprisonment without the possibility of parole, or worse, the death penalty.